Good morning. All right, so hopefully a lot of you are caught up on your work. I'm still waiting for some assignments to come in. What you're going to start today is the reading of the Grapes of Wrath. Now, this is um, it's a hard text. I'm not going to lie. It's actually 11th grade level. However, they've put it in your textbook, so it's only 4 or 5 pages of the actual novel itself. So what you're going to do, I'm going to post a video about the Dust Bowl so you can watch it to know some background information about the Dust Bowl. And maybe you've heard of the Dust Bowl before this. But what you're going to do is click on the Grapes of Wrath. It will open up well, I can't really see it from your guys' point of view. I'm trying to see it. Um, I wish I could see it from your point of view. I'll see if I can. It will show the text. It's just not showing it on my end. Maybe if I do this. Okay, I think this is going to work. So, it led me back to the same page. Let's try, preview. There we go. Okay, so you guys are going to see the screen that's loading right now. Once it loads, it will be the story. You have the choice of listening to it via audio as well. It's just an excerpt from the novel. So if you press play,
The Grapes of Wrath.
it's kind of a boring audio though, so just know it's going to be a little bit of a robotic voice. What you're going to do is read it through the first time. It might seem very confusing. That's okay. It's going to have a lot of higher level vocabulary in here because, like I said, it is an 11th grade level text essentially. And what you're going to do is do the first read. That is your job. So, what you're doing is you're trying to notice who the story is about, what is happening, where is it happening, when. So, the 5 W's is what I want you to focus on as you read it through. Then you can also be annotating. So you have a highlighter tool. And I want you to highlight and make comments on anything that confuses you, words that you don't know. Maybe you also annotate things that are signposts, like again and again, because we want to be thinking, why is that word being repeated so many times? Also things like contrast, contradiction, something that we're surprised that the character is doing that's out of their element. It might be a memory moment where someone's thinking back to their childhood or earlier. So you can also be annotating those things. And then what you're going to do is I want you to also be thinking of, like, is there any connections I can make to today, maybe with Ukraine and Russia? And lastly, after you do the first read and you're thinking and you're annotating and highlighting, what you're going to do is respond. The respond part is doing the comprehension questions. And there are 4 questions, and you just write the answers right in here. So, to recap, you are opening up this text. You're pressing the audio to listen along. If you prefer no audio, you're just reading it by yourself. You are noticing the 5 W's and trying to make sense of what's happening in here because it's complicated. We'll talk about the story tomorrow. And then you're annotating by highlighting, circling, underlining, maybe making comments on anything that you want to come back to that you feel is important, but maybe you want to ask me in class tomorrow so we can make better sense of it. Lastly, you are going to respond by completing the 4 comprehension questions right here. All right, so this is your job for today, and I will see you in class tomorrow, and we will take a closer read to really understand what is going on in this story. Happy learning.